Hello, everyone. Welcome to another interesting session of the recursion problem. Today, we are here with an interesting topic that is called Josephus problem. Let's have a look. What is this problem? How do we solve it? Why is recursion used here? What are the steps to solve this problem? And much more answers will be covered here. What is the Josephus problem basically? Suppose there are n people standing in a circle waiting to be executed. Your counting will begin at some point in the circle and will proceed around the circle in a fixed direction, like either it may be a clockwise or anti-clockwise. In each step, a certain number of people are skipped and the next person is executed. So it's a game. In every step, a certain number of people or a person who is standing at a particular index, that person will be killed. So this elimination will be proceeding around the circle, and the circle will become smaller and smaller because the people are kept the less number of people are surviving, but the people are getting killed until the last person remains, who is given freedom. You are given a total number of n persons and a number k, which indicates that k minus 1 persons are skipped and the kth person is killed in a circle. So your task is to choose the place in the initial circle so that you are the last one remaining, and so you will serve. For example, if your n is equal to 5 and k is equal to 2, the safe position is 3. Why? Because the person at position 2 will be killed first, then the person at position 4 will be killed, and then the person at position 1 will be killed. Finally, the person at position 5 will be killed. So the last person, that is the person standing at position 3, will survive. So this is the algorithm of the Josephus problem, that is Josephus n comma k is equal to Josephus of n minus 1 comma k plus k minus 1 mod n plus 1. So this is what the Josephus problem is. Your step 1 is this. There is an initial circle where 5 people are standing. Step 2 is we are killing the person who is standing in the first index because we are following that algorithm which I showed you in the previous slide. It follows that algorithm. Step 3, again, the person at the second index is killed. We are following here the zero indexing format. The first index is 0. The name is 0. In step 4, the person at the 0th index is killed. In step 5, the person at the 1st index is killed. And finally, the person at the third position. This is very simple, guys. I'm just following that formula which I showed you. It's written over here as well. This slides will be shared to you. You can look at the function. You can look at the steps. If you did not understand what I showed you before, what I told you before, it's totally fine. Now let's move to the coding section and see how does this code have involved for us. The time complexity of this code is going to be big O of n, and auxiliary space is obviously big O of n, because we are going to use a recursion called stack. Fine. Let's move to the coding section and let's clear this. Okay. Done. Let me delete it. Now let's we have the function Josephus. We have taken the parameters n and k. If n is double equal to 1, we are gonna return 1. Okay, we are returning 1. Else what happens is we are using that algorithm which I should return Josephus n minus 1 comma k plus k minus 1. Yeah, mod n. Now this logic is done. Now what we are going to do is we are going to pass the parameters. Input things. N is equal to 40, k is equal to 2. Okay. Now let's print it. Print the closed n place is, put a comma, Josephus of n comma k. Let me save it and let's run. You got the answer. The chosen place is 30. So this is what the Josephus problem was. I hope you understood this. I hope it was clear to you, not only the code, but also the logic what we worked behind. With this, I would like to wrap up the session. For more interesting project ideas, stay tuned to us. Until then, keep learning, keep rocking, and keep coding.